Hello, babe. Ah, I want to talk to you today about emotional triggers and how we can navigate them and empower ourselves through them. Whenever we have an interaction that activates an emotional trigger within us, what is happening is that it is activating a story that we're holding on to, that we're living through, that is part of our perception of the world. But these stories do not have to rule us. Even if we're having an emotional reaction arising, we don't have to give into it. We don't have to react. And recognizing this fact is incredibly powerful, not just for our interaction in everyday life, not just for our personal human success, but it is a beautiful tool for awakening to our true self. To work with emotional triggers and recognizing our ability to choose is a beautiful way to start to explore and inquire into the truth of who we are. So when we're having an experience of an emotion arising, sometimes situations can be so triggering that we react and there's no space between thought. There's no space between trigger and reaction. So once we get aware of this fact that we are indeed reacting in habitual ways that we definitely completely can change, we can also begin to explore these triggers, even if we are currently in a place where our reaction is instant and we don't feel like we have any control over it. In this case, we'll have to begin by approaching these experiences in hindsight. We need to use memory to intentionally re-experience the situation, and from there work with our emotional trigger. Because when we go back and think about the situation, we are most likely going to have the emotions arise once again, and most likely they're not going to be as intense, right? And from here we have the opportunity, sorry, I'm getting messages, we have the opportunity to instead create that vacuum, create the experience where we have the emotion arising and allowing ourselves to open to the emotion. And sometimes this can be incredibly intense, but allowing, opening to the emotion as it is arising, allowing the body to relax, and simply breathing, allowing the stories to run through the mind. We're not only exploring our true self, we are also simultaneously rewiring our nervous system, reworking our subconscious. So here is a beautiful opportunity to, even if we need to, so if we're relaxing in the body, we're leaning into the breath, we're still feeling agitated, we can even start to bring our focus to the heart space and allow ourselves to cultivate love within the reaction, within the trigger. Just begin to relax. Just allow yourself to relax. Relax into the open space of what you are. Allow the emotions to arise. Allow them to be witnessed without doing anything. There is nothing here to be done. There's nothing here to understand. There's nothing here to fix. You're simply sitting in your direct experience. Simply relax. Notice the sensations of the emotions arising, because this is all that they are: sensations, movements of energy through the physical vessel. This in itself is a powerful practice, because what we tend to do is to allow, especially our emotional triggers, to catapult us into the story of me, story of the separate self, the person that is being wronged. And we need to recognize, ultimately, this is simply nothing. It's not true. It can very well feel true. But what we are doing when we are reacting to our emotional waves is that we continue to reinforce the story of me. And especially with the emotional reactions, we're also reinforcing the story of the victim me. This takes away your power. This takes away your ability to choose. This takes away your ability to be present in your experience, in your reality. And you have the opportunity to shift and to do different, to be different, and to truly explore and find out the truth of what you actually are, the untouched light of consciousness that is able to witness emotion rising and falling, thought rising and falling. Not only able to, it is the only thing that it does. That it's not even something that it does, it's just what it is. It is the nature of being itself, that it holds space for everything in neutrality, in acceptance, in openness, in a perpetual state of yes. Then this is where we find our joy. This is where we find our peace. The inherent joy, the inherent peace of what we are. And there is no way that we're going to run away from the thoughts and emotions. We don't rise above them. We open to them and see them for what they are. Pure experience, rising and falling. Let me know if you have any questions. Like, subscribe, join me here. And let's explore together. Blessings, 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 blessings. Thank you.